many ways that God has been using to speak to us that we cannot discern it or we don't know. You see, on this particular video, I am going to show you some of the ways that God has been using to speak to you that you are not aware of. The first one is sudden spiritual song dropping in your spirit. You see, when you are there, or you are in the place of prayer, or you are at any environment, and suddenly a spiritual song drop in your mind, you were not trying to look for that song, you were not trying to sing that song, but the song came by itself. Sister, brother, believer, I am telling you, man of God, prophet, God is rather speaking to you. You see, sometimes it can be a song for ascension, so you can receive the voice of God. Look at the book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 1. He said, "And as I heard the voice of the trumpet, as I heard the voice of a trumpet, there was another voice that spoke to me that come up hither." So those songs can give ascension in your spirit. It can clear your emotions. It can align your spirit for God to speak to you at that time, for your spirit to ascend to a level that you can hear God. Because sometimes our spirit is noisy, so for God to speak to us to hear, He sometimes releases spiritual song. So as we begin to sing it, we begin to receive ascension. The noise in our spirit begin to come down, and we begin to receive clarification in our spirit, and our spirit begin to ascend to hear the voice of God. You see, in our generation, the voice of God is so common. The second way that God uses to speak to us that we are not aware is that God uses physical things around us, especially animals. Look at Numbers 22 to 35. He says, as Balaam the prophet was on his way to Barak, the donkey, God was using the donkey to speak to the prophet, but the prophet was not perceiving it. I am telling you, the donkey tried 3 times to save the prophet, but the prophet was not seeing it. So sometimes God can use even your pet to speak to you. And if you are not sensitive enough, you will not know. Suddenly, as you close from work and you came back to home, your dog begin to bark intensively. Bark intensively. To the level that when you shout him, keep quiet, he will not be keeping. He will still be shouting, whoa, 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 whoa. He will still be barking and barking and barking. No matter how you try to calm him, he will not. It means there is a spirit of darkness in that house. You see, the expert has come there. So he's trying to give you, God is trying to use the dog to help you. If this video is blessing you, please do well to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop your comment. God bless you.